and meet the guy on the in charge now. Okay, I'm boys from and then he got no kata. So we went there. Andy, when we went to the place, this contractor took me and told the boy that he should come and apologize so they can come and do my route. That was how this thing ended. There was policemen there. If I did anything wrong, I should be arrested. Nobody's above the law in Ghana. So if I've done this for my area, if I fought for my people in my area, that we can get a good road, my yard is money. Mako Bupi. Ghana Okatano. Or trying to say, my boy to speak on motorbike more. It means we are mad. But if people spread news like this to the public, you see Shatta Wale, I will forever be a Ghanaian state stand. I'm telling everybody today. Because if I do good things, I'm doing good things for myself and it's working in my life. But if people will take negative news as part of their life to push me like this, let's continue. Ghana will be solved.
Shatta, so Kennedy Akwa is saying,
I don't know any Kennedy Akwa. Okay, so, you like to make you popular on radio too much.
Oh, you to take your idea, babe.
No, stop that thing. Don't tell Kennedy Akwa. Who's Kennedy Akwa?
But Kennedy Akwa is the manager of the project you went to speak to.
I don't know anybody. Nobody introduced himself to me.
Well, so I'm introducing it. We're on air. So take your time.
No, I can't take my time for this. Andy, people speak negative news about me. Then police will think that Shatta Wale is about the law. Then, no, what kind of nonsense is this?
Okay, so Shatta, did your boys beat him up?
Nobody, Andy, myself, I have a video that I took on my phone. Oh. I'm ready to even take it to the police. I'm just waiting for them to come and tie my road because that was the agreement the contractor made to me. That was that. So if somebody's on radio and he's just speaking anyhow, you should know that they are lost. And then, no, I'm saying, what do you want to say? Uber radio soup, but what do you want to say? Nobody, I don't know who be, the time I started taking videos, people in my voice went there to tell them to stop their work because I said I wanted to meet the contractor.
So, since you say you don't know who this Kennedy Akwa person is, you know the contractor. You said he came to you and he spoke to you that, well, fixed, right?
Andy, when the contractor came to me, he said they were coming to fix my road this morning, but he called me. He showed me my number on his phone. Oh, he was calling this one, but we should go to. And they have a video that I was sitting on a motorbike again with the worker's hat on when the contractor came to me. I have a video that we took with the contractor himself on a motorbike with my motorbike boys. So there's nothing has happened that Shatta Wale has gone above the law. I was just trying to help the government for us to all help ourselves. Because people are complaining about akufo-addo. Mahama too much in this Ghana. It's too much. Akufo-addo and Mahama has not done anything. It's us the citizens. We can't talk. We can't talk. People are dying.
Okay, so Shatta, why did you send your boys there? You asked them to go stop them from working. Why didn't you report it to the police then?
And it wasn't any violent thing that we created there. Stop the work because that is my area. That is where I stay. Andy, do you know when rain falls? Do you know how much water comes into my house? So I went to stop them. That they should let me take their contractor. That's all. So that we can have a better agreement because they are in the area. But in this case is in this. But I've already told them when I came, Andy, the story I'm telling you, you don't understand. When I came the first time, I asked that who was in charge of this place. And I was telling them that sometimes they shouldn't do blah, 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 blah. The guy that I think was in charge said, hey, come on, do the work. Don't mind this guy. Do the work. I said, oh, but man, you are telling me, I didn't talk to you. They tell me, say, make you do my work. That was why I came back with the boys. Because if he had spoken to me like a human being, I would have waited for the contract. But this guy was speaking to me like I was nobody.
Okay, Shatta. Well, Shatta, hold on. Shatta, what was the agreement you had with the contractor? Did you pay him any money to fix the road?
Andy, when I was talking, I presented my case. That I paid anybody. What I'm saying, don't get Andy. Sometimes you're already saying yes, you was cacao.
No. Oh, don't please don't use those words. Don't. No, these are unprintable words. Don't say that because you must be clear. When you were speaking, you were so much angry, going on and on and on. Please,
Andy. When I'm talking, listen to me. You see
but what makes you think I'm not listening to you?
You see. So that's why I'm saying that. When I was making my presentation, I didn't make a presentation saying I paid somebody. So don't bring in this into this.
That's why I am asking. If you had mentioned it, I wouldn't have asked again. But I am asking you, since you didn't mention it, that's why I'm asking. I didn't say, did you say? I'm asking you.
No.
Hello?
Yeah, no. I said no. I'm telling you, I said no.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. Mr. Akwa, you were about saying something to Shatta.
All right. So, Andy, I'm not supposed to explain anything to you, but for the listeners to understand what's actually happening. It's so obvious that he's flawed in all his statements. And he doesn't know even the technicalities involved in asphalt overlay. As the name suggests, overlay, asphalt overlay. Overlays are normally done on already surface.
I don't need this nonsense education on radio.
Please keep quiet as I speak. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that response. Yeah, Andy.
Yes, please go ahead. I'm listening.
Good. Yeah, so asphalt overlay. Normally, when you are going to put an asphalt on the surface threshold, you tackle the place with bitumen. So that's not coal tar. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. So the fact that you see the place black does not mean it's coal tar. You get me? And he actually said it himself that he drove onto the asphalt. That's the level of lawlessness. He told you that he said it himself that we have blocked it. So why do you drive into it? And if you want to speak to the contractor, don't you park and come and find out who you want to talk to? And the lie about the fact that he said my boss went to apologize to him and came to beg him, it's a lie. It's a lie. What will my boss apologize to Shatta Wale for?
But when he was speaking, Kennedy, when he was speaking, you were on the line. You didn't.
No. When I was talking, you asked me to keep quiet to listen.
No. You just came in, even to the extent of saying you wouldn't take his insults. When he mentioned that your boss, please, Kennedy, I understand. What I'm saying is that when he came in, when he made that statement, why didn't you come in to say, hey, my boss didn't come to you, or he never came to you?
My boss came to the site later on, after the whole event. I called him, but he doesn't know Shatta Wale. And for that matter, he wouldn't beg Shatta Wale for beating up his boys. Is that reasonable to you? Please, let's look at things very well in this country. The level of lawlessness, because initially, honestly, I'm being frank with you, I was very disappointed in the whole turn of events. Initially, I decided not to even lodge a police complaint because this is what I was envisioning, that it will go and hit nothing. Because he's here saying all these things without even knowing the technicalities involved in overlay. And this thing has been happening for a long period of time. This was a physical assault. Assuming even what he's saying, let's even assume that it was right. But then even what he did was wrong. Does this warrant beating? What if I sustained some injuries that can't be fixed? Some deformities? Would you come and stand here that your road wasn't fixed so you put a life at risk? Let's look at that. Please, let's look at that. These are people working for our motherland. We put our lives at risk for the well-being of the country and the benefit of we all. So certain things like this shouldn't be allowed to thrive. Certain things shouldn't be allowed to go scot-free. In the name of who? No one is above the law. Please, let's deal with it and let's deal with it as such. Thank you very much.
Well, I agree with you. Well, thank you very much. Just as you mentioned. All right. So now have you've officially launched a complaint at the police station?
Yes, please. At the East Legon police station.
So what are they saying?
They are still processing. So I think they are going to Shatta's place to arrest him.
They are going to his place to arrest him.
I don't know the details. I think they are processing. They are putting their processes together.
In case nothing happens, what will you do?
The law must work. No, the law must work. You see, it happened several times. So when you say in case nothing happens, what if I had it and I'm all right? I'm speaking to you today as though I haven't sustained any injury. What if somebody loses a life? Do we wait till somebody loses a life? Do we
Kennedy, do you know the reason I'm asking that? Because you said earlier that he had done certain things and had gone scot-free. You mentioned it earlier. So that's why I'm asking that in case nothing happens and this time he goes scot-free.
This time around, something must happen. That's why we need you, the media. We need the police. The agency responsible, which is the Department of Urban Road, they are all also involved. They know what is on ground. So this shouldn't be left. And this is the time where we want to develop this country. So such things should not, I can honestly tell you, this is going to deter a lot of people from actually being committed if nothing is done about this. Because we've tried to put standards up there.
Right, thank you very much.
Go to our previous sites, and you don't. I'll appreciate if your media can cover our previous sites. I've mentioned the newly constructed road at East Legon over the dam, and see what we are doing in Nanakrum. See what we've done in School Junction, Chesam or Dansuman. And so we can't allow people step out or put off the fire that has been kindled for Ghanaian contractors doing very well in this industry and in our Ghana, in our motherland.
Okay, Kennedy. Well, so we'll come over and see how this is going to be. Hold on a second. There's a question for you from our very own Ras Tekpete. I find it very, very interesting. Kennedy is asking that, is it right to block an entrance to someone's office without notice? It's fair to have a place which is fairly or reasonably good being renovated, whilst another place you have not been left untouched.
Right,
so
Andy,
yes.
Okay, let me address that. Okay, so I believe this is not the first time, at least most of us have seen roads being constructed.
Right.
And when we block a road, we make provisions. The only thing that I'll say about the provision that the provision might not give you the convenience that the original road being worked on would have given. So normally we block where we are working and we put diversions. We make provision for diversion, and it's done everywhere in every construction site, not only in Ghana, abroad, and everywhere in the world. Once we are working, and people don't understand why we block. They think we just block, but it's to ensure safety and quality of work. We can't allow people use the road whilst equipment and machines are plying the road. You know what that can cause, right?
Right.
Exactly. So we block. And when we block, actually, Shatta can come from another route, pass and walk about 200 meters. Just walk 200 meters to his office. And how long? It's just a day's work. By close of day, the road will be open. So please, let us not try and find things to support certain actions or justify certain irresponsible decisions people take in this nation. Thank you very much.
Kennedy, for educational purposes, I want us to be very clear on this. Do you serve notices when you are about blocking the roads as contractors? Do you do that?
Yeah, so normally, before we work, the assembly makes sure that people are aware of the project. That's why normally you see with projects which are being worked on, you see signposts and everything indicating the details of the contract. I hope you get it. And this is a progressive work. So day in, day out, we do ground preparations. And during the ground preparations, people are aware. People are given prior notice because we pack our equipment and everything for about a week or two. So prior notice is given to people.
So if that's the case, why was Shatta not aware?
Wale's guys came to me on Friday. They were even aware. Did he tell you that they came to me and when I started, I told you, I explained to his guys that we are not responsible for that. And he's aware. So what does it mean that he's not aware that we are working there? One of his guys even came to me earlier before he came that Shatta Wale is coming. And so where should he pass? And I told him that we make provisions for the other side. So he should go through the pass and park the car and walk to his office. I told that guy in particular. So I don't understand when he comes and says that. And this is not the first time we are doing this, and I'm stating this. We've worked where we have people of high authority. We have people in the ministry. We have people in the ministry. We have people, ministers. We've worked in places where we have ministers and people you can think of. They all adhere to it because it is for the well-being of our motherland. And the doctor,
yes.
For instance, if I'm supposed to put a drain in front of your house, are you going to tell me because you can't park your car for one day, you can't get access to your house, you wouldn't allow us to construct the drain when you know very well we've told you that this is how long it takes?
Well, we are totally different individuals, so.
No, and the doctor, but we should see for the greater good. And
that's what I'm saying. We are totally we are different individuals, so. Well, what I may say, no, someone will say.
Different individuals, we are all guided by the same law.
Right.
That's what I want to
right.
out there.
Okay. Well, Kennedy, thank you very much for talking to us. We're so grateful.